Hello, everyone. This is Gary Bledsoe, and I just want to visit with you today to try to see if I can shed some insight on exactly what new network marketing leaders need to do when they get started, as far as helping their team and effectively growing their team. And the reason why I want to make sure I'm talking to the people who truly want to become a professional in this network marketing industry, because I truly believe that this is one of the best business models out there to help a person that comes from nothing to go into becoming a six-figure earner, or a person that makes over $1 million a year, $100,000 a year for a low-cost investment. So I think this is like the best industry in the world. So I want to make sure I'm talking to the person that truly wants to be a professional in this arena, especially if you're getting started now. So I wrote some trusty notes, so you'll see me looking down every so often. But the first thing I want to tell a person that when you decide that you want to build your business team, one of the most important things that you must do is when you get your new people on your team, this is after you qualified them to work with you, you use the form method and found out about their family, occupation, recreation, money, you found out their emotional why, you found out how much money they want to make, how much time commitment they want to make. Your job is to make sure that you constantly and you very oftenly communicate with them. Communicating with them in the beginning of their getting started cycle is absolutely important. What happens is a lot of reps, they sign people up, and what they do is a lot of reps, a lot of associates, sponsors, they sign people up, and what they do is they don't communicate with them right away. They leave them in the wind a little bit, I guess you can say, and they just leave them out to dry. And guess what happens? They become lost to the point where they feel like they don't know what to do, so they quit the business. But us as leaders, as true professional network marketing professionals, we must communicate with them ASAP. We should never apologize for contacting them early, contacting them consistently, so that way we can get them off to a fast start in which they can be making money right away. So that's the first thing that we need to do when we are deciding to build our business team. The second thing that's so important is we need to sit down with them. Now, you can word this however you want it to be worded, but the way I was taught in the education that I was taught as far as my network marketing career, I call this is called the game plan interview. You need to do a game plan interview with them as soon as possible. This is after they signed up, after you found the emotional why, after you found the form, which is family, occupation, recreation, money, after you got their commitment, after you found out all these things. You need to revisit with them again, so that way you can sit down and perform a game plan. This either can be via phone if they're long distance, or this can be done face to face. I would prefer you not to. It's best not to do it via email. It's best to either do it over the phone if they're long distance, or do it face to face if they're local. So that way you can sit down with them. Now, number one, in the game plan interview, you need to go over their emotional why again. You need to find out exactly. You need to. The questions you want to be asking is: has the emotional why changed from when you originally spoke with them, from when they originally, I don't care if they signed up 2 days ago or 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago. You want it, and it shouldn't be 2 months ago, because you should be talking to them right away. So if it's 2 days ago and they told you the reason why they wanted to work with you and make some extra money is because they wanted to make their car payment on time, ask them, has that changed? Has that option changed for them? Maybe something in their life happened between now and when you first sat with them. Find out exactly what has changed. If nothing has changed, then that's good. So that way the emotional why is solid. That way you know that that's why they joined the business. Second, go over the amount of money in the form method. Find out, since in form you want to find out how much money they want to make. That's the last part of form. You want to go over that again. You want to say, listen, pull out the sheet that you originally spoke to them in when you first was prospecting them, and you ask them, you told me that when you first joined this opportunity that you need to make an extra $300 extra month every month, because you want to make your car payment. So this is what you want to do. You want to make sure you ask them, has that changed? Has that amount increased? Has that amount decreased? You want to know exactly what has changed in the game plan interview. This is what I call it. You can call it whatever you want, but this is what we call it on our team in my network marketing company, because we want to make sure that we want to see if because this industry, network marketing, is about timing. So we want to see if anything has changed changed from the first time we met with them to now. Because if we don't find that out, what happens is a lot of times people get discouraged, they feel lost, they don't know, so, because for example, I might say in the beginning, and I spoke with a prospect, and she told me she wanted to make $300 extra every month, but because I didn't contact her and communicate with her ASAP as a leader should in building my business team, something changed. Something happened where she needs to make an extra $1,000 every month. So I'm busy trying to help her perform a $300 game plan when she really needs a $1,000 game plan. So that's why you want to revisit with them to find out, has anything changed. Then the third step in their game plan interview is you want to go over their time commitment again. You want to find out if they told you originally in the first initial sign-up process that they want to, they can only commit to 3 hours every week. But then all of a sudden, when you speak with them again, they say, no, I can only commit to an hour a week. You're expecting 3 hours a week, but because you didn't follow up with them and communicate with them ASAP and perform the game plan interview, you didn't know that this changed. You didn't know that maybe they have a new task at their full-time job that causes them to not be able to give more time, or maybe a child situation, or a parent is sick, or a family member is sick, and they have to apply more time to be able to do it. So you're expecting them to work in a 3-hour commitment when they only need an hour commitment. So what you want to do is you want to revisit that. You want to revisit the why again. You want to revisit how much money they want to make again. And you want to revisit how much time are they willing to commit during that game plan interview. Then what you want to do, which is most important, this is step 3. First step is communicate with them right away. Second step is communicate with them by performing a game plan interview, which is the 3 steps I went over, which is the why, the money, and the time commitment. Then you want to do the third step. This is something that you do right away. Tell them what to expect. Too many people don't tell their new members what to expect when they get started. So what happens is they come from corporate America because they're still there at a full-time job and they're building a part-time network marketing business. So what they do is they bring that mentality over to the network marketing industry, and that mentality does not work here. That's why when you go into the Army, everyone has to go through boot camp. Why is that a process? Why do people have to go through boot camp? Because you have people from all walks of life, Some people come from bad neighborhoods, good neighborhoods, not so good, suburbs, city, things like that. So what happens is these instructors have to break you down, and then they have to bring you back up, build you back up to the standards that will help you survive as a soldier in the face of war. So that's why boot camps are all set in place. And in network marketing, when you first get started, this is considered sort of like a boot camp as you're getting started. So you need to tell them what to expect. You want to make sure that in that process of telling them what to expect, tell them that, introduce them to the leaders on your team. Right away, immediately, when you're doing the game plan interview, tell them, listen, hey, your leaders are, for example, Gary, he's one of the leaders on your team. He's committed to helping you. And then you give him links to the websites that he has available for all the training material and all the different things that can help him. And tell your new rep, introduce yourself to him. Introduce yourself to your leaders on your team, so that way, because they're committed to helping you in network marketing. When you get paid, they get paid. So they're going to give you the best. They want you to go out there and make money. So make sure that you definitely introduce them to the leaders. Then, make sure that you inform them while you're telling them telling them to what to expect process. You're informing them about proper business standards. You have to let them know that you have to protect your business. So you're gonna set, because I believe that the speed of the team is dictated by the speed of the leader. And if the leader sets business standards on what to expect and how to perform properly as a network marketer in your company, because you're qualifying these people to work with you. You have to understand, you have to protect your business, because there are people out there that are willing to take it away from you and steal your thunder. So being that, especially now that social media is such a big platform, a lot of people use Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, things of that nature, and a lot of times what they do is they bring their personality, similar to that new recruit that's getting ready to go into the Army, into boot camp. They bring their environment and their culture into that social media arena, in which, as a business owner and as a person who has different standards as far as being a business owner, because you want to attract people. So you have to conduct yourself a certain way. So you tell them that be careful what you post. Be careful of how you post. Be careful of what you like. Be careful of what you share, the pictures and the pictures that you like. And be careful, because as a business owner, you want to attract people so that way you can grow your business. You want them to get involved in your business so that way you can grow your business and make a lot of money and change your life. However, if you're constantly bringing your old mentality, your corporate American mentality over into your network marketing business company as an entrepreneur, you're going to fail. Because you're going to get people that are going to leave you because you think it's more fun to post something negative or racist or against religion or political. You think that that's fun. However, you don't realize how deadly it is to your business and how you're losing people, or how people won't join you, or how people will quit on you because of your personal philosophies. So you must let that ego go, especially since social media is growing so well and so many people, so many businesses use it as a platform to attract new people. So you as the leader, make sure you let your teammates know what type of etiquettes. There's certain things like groups on Facebook. Tell them that before they join groups, make sure that they, read the description of the group. Make sure they understand the rules of the group. Because if they don't do that, what'll happen is they'll get involved in these groups and they'll mess themselves up, and people will wind up quitting on them because they're gonna do stuff that they shouldn't do in those groups. So make sure that you let them know what to expect. Also, communication techniques. Let them know that when they're communicating with someone that they're trying to get into the business, let them know that emails are cold. Emails are very cold. Text messages are very cold. Tell them that, let that be like the last option to communicate on using the phone. Or try to communicate face to face. You have to set the standards for your new teammates to follow. Now, if they choose not to follow and they choose to post what they want on Facebook, they choose to post what they want on Twitter and Instagram, they choose to use email all the time and text messages and not use what you tell them like the phone, that's on them. Your job is not to be a boss. They didn't join your opportunity to have another job. However, you still, as the leader, have to set standards. And that's by communicating ASAP with them and making sure that you sit down with them in a game plan interview type of scenario in which you're going to help them get off to a fast start and make a lot of money right away. You want to also make sure that they understand that what they should be doing in the beginning is constantly learning how to invite, constantly inviting new people to a third-party resource. And that third-party resource could be either you as the leader, or your leader, or your upline leader, or a conference call, or a sales meeting, or a leadership meeting, whatever the case may be. You want to be as a leader on your team, teaching your new business owners, your new business mates, teammates, to how to invite. What happens is we try to give people too much information when we have a lack of information and we're not really leaders yet. So what we need to do is learn how to constantly keep pushing them to more information. And this is all determined by telling them what to expect during the game plan interview. So I hope that this helped you. But once again, to recap, make sure that you contact your team as soon as possible. Someone joins up either online, in another state, another city, wherever, contact them ASAP. If they did it locally, contact them ASAP. And then go over the game plan interview in which you're revisiting their why. See if it changed. Revisiting how much money they want to make on a monthly basis. See if that changed. Revisiting how much time commitment they have. See if that changed. Then you want to tell them what to expect. Tell them your business standards and how you, as the team leader, would like for them to perform their business operations, their standard operations of business, or their standard operation procedures, or whatever you want to call it. Let them know about social media, how they can use it to attract new people. However, they have to be very careful of how they perform these activities on the social media platforms, because you don't want to push people away. You don't want people quitting on you. You want them attracted. Also, how to communicate, letting them know that text messages and emails are very cold. Calling is a lot better, and face-to-face is even better. Let them know. And also explain to them the power of inviting and also the power of asking. Let them know that always be asking. Always be asking. Asking new prospects. Who do they know? Who do they know that want to make some extra money working with their company? If you follow these procedures, I guarantee you will lose less people on your team, and you will have more people stay once they're in business, because you're getting them off to a fast start in which they can make a lot of money right away. So I hope this helped you very much. If you're watching this here on YouTube, please feel free to comment. I would love some feedback. To let me know if I need to make an adjustment. But I hope this helps someone out there. So thank you so much for visiting with me. And once again, my name is Gary Bledsoe. Have a good day.